So for this presentation, what I wanted to do today in class was that I just wanted to kind of just compare and contrast the both Java FX and WPF. And what I really got out of the class was that I didn't just have to use WPF. I could have used Java FX. I could have used maybe some other different ones, maybe some of the ones that Eclipse offers or anything like that. There are so many different ways I can create different types of GUIs and stuff. But what I really liked is that Java FX. I mean, I kind of regret that I should have used Java FX this semester because one thing was that I have a Mac and I had to install all of this stuff just to use Visual Studio, and it was kind of running sort of slow. But then I realized I could have used Java FX, so I used Java FX for my bonus homework assignment, which actually turned out pretty well because I was actually able to learn a lot about the dragging and dropping and just kind of looked at some of the advanced features online to just see how I can create this application. So I wish that I could kind of show you the bonus homework assignment that I intended to in class, but for some reason I don't know why it keeps crashing on this computer. I'm gonna have to check that out. But what I really liked about JavaFX Scene Builder is that I can pretty much navigate through each of the containers much more quickly, right? What I could do, for example, I could create an application that can create. Let's say I have a horizontal flow right here. I want this, instead of having to go like this, I know in WPF there may be some kind of code that you can write to kind of make this fit to parent. For some reason I was able to do that easily over here. I just click modify fit to parent and I'm there. And what I really thought was neat, so let me move this 25%. What I really thought was neat was that I have this, it shows the hierarchy. So I have the, the anchor pane right here, which is the big parent. Then I have the split pane that it creates, right? And each of these, it creates two anchor panes right there. So this is the parent, and it creates two children. Now, with this anchor pane, I want to create another split pane, which is vertical. And what I could do is just fit that to parent. Let's say I move that to about 35%. I think that's close enough. So I want to do that instead. Now what this did is that this anchor pane is now the parent of the split pane, which is now the parent of these two anchor panes right over here. So let's say I wanted to create like a drag and drop where let's say I drag and drop some sort of image over here. What that would do is that then on this anchor pane right here, it would kind of give me a little bit of details behind that image, and then over here it would just kind of give me like a brief history. So it's kind of like Wikipedia, except you're dragging and dropping a certain image of a certain maybe person, thing, the thing, any sort of creature, or anything that exists, and you kind of just drag and drop that image. It will look in the internet database, or just kind of just look up the internet and the web just to kind of see what that image is, what the history behind that image is. And like, let's say if I wanted to put Toyota Camry over here, I could create like once I drag and drop it, there'll be details that'll come over here, and then this will just kind of like talk about the brief history behind it. So this anchor pane, for example, if I want this to just talk about the details, I could give it an ID and say call it details right over here. And what I could do over here, considering I'm dragging and dropping a picture, I can just call this ID picture. And over here, this is just the history, so I'll just say history. So that's what I thought was pretty neat. Now, I intended to just show my bonus assignment because it would have been a lot easier because that's how I intended to in class, but I couldn't make it today because I had a bit of an accident. So I wish I was able to make it and just kind of show you what I did and just kind of also have WPF open on the side. But I really do wish that I used Java FX because it was much easier for me to navigate through all the containers and to kind of like go through all the code and everything like that. So I thought that some of the advantages of Java FX were that they were much easier. It's much easier to read and understand, and you're also able to avoid some copy and paste bugs, and it also results in small but simple code. And so that's what I really got out of it, and I really learned a lot about using Java FX for this bonus assignment as I worked on it for quite a while, and I was hoping that that I'd be able to learn a lot of advanced features, and I'm glad that I did. So and the assignment actually came out really nice. So I'm hoping that once you receive it, or you can check it out and just let me know how it works. So Thank you for listening, and I really truly appreciate the fact that we were able to give this presentation, and I really enjoyed using JavaFX more than WPF, even though I use WPF more pretty much on almost every assignment this semester. And then I kind of started to learn more about JavaFX and had some friends who were who used JavaFX in the past that kind of helped me out and kind of helped me learn how to use it more efficiently. And now that I know how to use JavaFX, I'll be able to create a lot more advanced applications. I feel that are more common or like more appropriate in this like common day-to-day life. So I'm really glad that I learned about JavaFX, because if I had not learned about this class, if I had not taken this class, I wouldn't have learned how to make efficient GUIs. So that's what I really got out of this class, and like how there are multiple ways of creating something, and it doesn't just have to be WPF. It could be JavaFX, it could be WPF, it could also be something else. Maybe you could do something in Swift, that or Android Studio, that kind of thing. So that's what I really got out of the class, and I really enjoyed learning, and I hope that I get to take more of these kinds of classes in the near future. Thank you for listening.